I think actually I can share we should go to the LLDM website, share the screen, and like show them how much they have buried the dude.
Like they're
Yeah, go
trying
on.
to step aside, but like what I'm thinking is like they can't get rid of the apostle completely because that's really their core belief. So like when he
Yeah.
gets arrested, like what are you gonna do? And I
Hmm.
heard like some people saying that like Naason wasn't the actual apostle, like there's someone else or something. Like it's not something that I can clarify, but I heard some members talking about things like this. But like even so, like I believe that after he gets arrested and the higher up people get arrested, then like church will have no one to follow, and like members can't preach either, because when
Hmm.
they preach, people are gonna be like, oh, the leader, like how can you like preach it to someone new that like believe in this guy, the
Hmm.
apostle, but he's arrested for like child pornography and everything, and he admitted to all the charges. Like they're not gonna believe that, so like
Hmm.
new people can't come in anymore. And even
Yeah.
within the members, they will see some members who wake up leaving, and they will see that, and they'll also start questioning after all these people getting arrested and all
Hmm.
these people leaving. Then I think like in the long term, like people will leave and wake up slowly. But
Hmm.
I still do believe that there will be some people who are going to be really having a difficult time to accept the reality, because like I said, to them it's going to be really hard to accept that their entire life has been a lie,
Hmm.
Mhm.
So we're can you see the website on your end? I'm sharing
Yeah,
my
I see
screen
the
right now.
website.
Yeah,
Yes.
so this is literally the LLDM .org, and it's in English or Spanish either way. But the thing is like someone can go on the Internet Wayback Machine and enter the same address and go to 2015, go to 2016, prior to the arrest and actually when like a lot of the crimes were happening. You can go here and look for Naason way back then and see how prominent he is all over the place. And then also, of course, like within the temples, you can see just how much his logo was slapped everywhere. It's just really just cringy, corny, like gilded, culty stuff. That it's just ridiculous. So yeah, basically, I did the digging for everyone. If you Control F for Apostle, on the first page, no Apostle, Naason, nowhere. You have to go here. Basically, you have to go to our organization. I think it's here. There
They
it is.
used to have Naason and Apostle literally everywhere, and they just got rid of everything
Yeah,
and just
and
make it
again,
so
this is
small.
all just PR. It's wait, no, actually, this is our organization. I was just here. Okay, but you have to go to church civic principle. I don't know where was it that we had to go to find him, to find like an actual picture of him. Um, which again, like the doctrine, just the force of gravity within the doctrine is the apostle. Like the whatever attempts that the church is going to have in the future of like reforming itself or something like that, where you guys have still like dug yourself into this through your dumb like ideas. You just dug yourself into this hole of like having a person be the medium between God, Jesus in the heavens, and everyone else on earth. And you guys know that you can, that you guys have definitely changed in the past, and people don't recognize it, or they do recognize it and they don't question it completely. But it's just like, okay, fine. Well, in the future, if you guys do want to change, what are you
Wait,
gonna?
wait, can you go up
Mhm.
for a second?
Yes.
Go up. So at the end it says like we believe faith to be the voluntary, and that no one should suffer discrimination because of their beliefs. They
Hmm.
say this, but if you think about it, they always talk bad about Catholics and everything. They
It's just
discriminate
it's.
other religions, and
Mhm.
they say that, oh, no one should suffer from discrimination because of their beliefs. But this is what they do.
Mhm. So I think it's totally normal for La Luz del Mundo to want to criticize other religions, like do that, fine. But the thing is, like, guys, when you guys criticize the other religions for like 2 hours every Sunday, what's you don't really know what you know if you're just gonna have someone like lecture you about it. Well, why don't you invite the the priest from like 3 blocks down to come over and have a conversation with you all? What? Why not have a sort of like arena for your faith? A place where your faith can actually confront the faiths of others. So that you can, the goal is for you to know that your faith is really the one that you should be following. But still, they don't like tap into um, they just don't see how like contradictory they can be. Yeah, so I know some of these folks actually, and again, like where's the apostle? I'm still looking for him. I thought I knew where he was. Let's go to religious principles. Um,
Yeah, and in the past,
uh,
apostle, I'm pretty sure he was on the homepage, like the front page.
Here we go. Here we go. So we believe in the apostles of Jesus Christ, ordained to preach the will, blah blah blah. Okay, existence of one and universal God. Okay, that doesn't make y'all special. Like, just what like monotheism has been a thing for thousands of years, and it's basically like a staple within so many religions in this earth. So like, I don't know why they have this. It's just puff. Death to Jesus Christ. Okay, fine. Not everyone believes that, but a good chunk of humanity still believes that. So it's just puff. This is the main thing within you guys. And where's his name? I don't know where his name is. Okay, maybe if it's in the Spanish one, we can look for it. But basically, like the church is just completely burying the fact that Naason is part of the is at the center of it all. Mm-hmm.
Can you Google the apostles' name in Google?
Yeah, for sure. And actually, and this is how I got to the website. When you look up La Luz del Mundo, you don't get their website as a top result. At least on my end, you don't get it as a top result because there's just so many other things that are just clouding, you know, the networks of information. So like that's one of the purposes behind my channel, is because you know, we want like this counter narrative to be out there and not just this nice presentable stuff that they have here for themselves. Look, here he is. Okay, actually, so the Spanish version is different from the English version. And here in Orden Ministerial, which I went to, and the other one, yeah, here he is. So Apostol de Guía Espiritual. It's just probably the only picture of him on this whole website. It's ridiculous. It's just completely like, it's just nuts. You know, they've this is different. But again, the point of being on the website right now is to show that the organization has had this whole like PR stunt recently within the past year, and probably more, but for sure within the past year, to rid of itself of Naason, to distance itself from him. He's at the center of the whole thing. Ultimately, at the end of the day, no matter what I tell you, but they're making these sort of efforts to the public and to the prosecutors and to whoever else to make it seem like they are not so attached to the man. Do you want me to go anywhere else with this before I like close it?
Oh, I was just saying that, like, I was just saying that if you like Google Naason Garcia, like a lot of the, like himself in a yellow clothing with the court case, like it that comes out. So like that kind of shows that, like, and then the first search is like September trial date for the sex abuse case. So like, how can people believe in this faith, like when you preach this religion? Like it just, like, as long as you're not have been in the church for a long time to be
so I'm in incognito right now so that my actual Google doesn't interfere with this. But yeah, when you look up La Luz del Mundo, okay, you get their Wikipedia.
Yeah,
fine,
and
congrats.
Judges set date.
And then judges set date. You get locations, and then you just get all this stuff on YouTube that you know.
Yeah, there you go. September trial for sex abuse case. So like you can't really believe it as an outsider. Like it's just all
and good, you know, like we have to like clog the webs of information right now to make people know that, hey, the moment you Google this dude, you're gonna find a bunch of stuff, and again, it's gonna be different from like another organization where that is probably have yet to have their scandal. But hey, when a scandal happens, like all this crap is gonna happen. Police posted a video of suspect breaking into the Luz del Mundo Street and Naason Street on Wednesday. In this video, your Central Valley. This might be Las Vegas. Could this be the Las Vegas thing? I don't know. But,
and also, like when you search like his name itself, like Naason Garcia, like it's also bad stuff. So
yeah, totally. It's just the growing importance. I don't know what this is. This is some like trash.
Well, you have to go to all
website. Yeah. Let's see. Recent. No, let's
go
to
all. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just on news.
Then you see his profile. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, this church is so big and whatever, but like he probably doesn't even have his own like Wikipedia page. Oh, he does. There you go. Congrats. But it's still like it's just tainted with just images of him like this. It's incredible. Like this is like really uncanny to see to some extent because it's just a complete like about face that the organization is having to deal with right now. Go on.
And like one of the things that they say that is like there are 5 million members who believes that he's innocent. And I know that you have a video covering like why they don't
Yeah,
have 5 million members,
they just don't.
but like if like I just don't know how members take this because like in 1997 they said 5 million members in 29 countries. In 2015, 5 million members in 43 countries. 2021, 5 million members in 60 countries. So like it's always 5 million members, but like like more people in countries. And like even when you go to their like social media, like even the YouTube page, they say that they have 5 million members, but during the Holy Supper, like you have to be there, right? The views and the
Yeah.
number of people who were watching the Holy Supper was so low. The views were so low. Even the subscribers, they say 5 million, but they don't even have a lot of subscribers. So like I just don't know why members think that they have 5 million, but like you can't really see
It's
the
just a
views of the church.
it's just a meme, you know, and that's why I love like talking about that, because it's like, you know, that's not even touching doctrine, that's not touching, you know, the Bible or anything. It's just like you guys cannot count. You guys cannot count, and when you report and when you want to report that you're counting, it turns out that you're not counting. There's just uh all these different litmus tests to have to put against the 5 million member claim. And then for sure they just don't have 5 million members. So like, yeah, I know for sure in the mid 2000s, somewhere in the 2000s, I heard from my own family, and they got it from somewhere, that the church had 5 million members. And then of course when Naason's like arrested, the church just most definitely, you know, the figureheads, the leaders are repeating this claim over and over again. They just don't have 5 million members. And and even then, in the wake of the arrest, there were efforts to have more baptisms and efforts to push like more people to get into the organization, just to sort of up their numbers and make it seem like they were actually growing, and we're not being like diluted right now. And then but yeah, of course, just my ultimate like response to it is just it's just, guys, the I have so many responses to this, but actually the thing is just like, guys, where on your website is just the dumb boring Excel spreadsheet that you can show me that accounts for people. You know, I don't want all their names, I don't need that, but just like show me just all the different locations of the church, maybe just, you know, even just the states, you know, speak regionally. Just show me just how many people are present in all these places, and show me that it's 5 million, please. Like, please show me that it's 5 million. And they don't have that. They've never had that. Absolutely, it's never going to happen. They don't have this. And then when it comes to like to two more points, when it comes to like when it comes to the Mexican census, INEGI, INEGI, they came out with a report earlier this year in like January or February, and they reported that La Luz del Mundo barely has more than 200,000 members in Mexico. And then of course Mexico is like the headquarters, and it's just like, okay, well, how can you claim you have 5 million when so much of this organization is Mexican, coming from Mexico, related to Mexico, or something like that? And then in Mexico, you guys barely don't even reach a million, you know? And then it's also like, and then even of those people, of less than 200,000 people, a quarter of those were like people, there's like teenagers and like teenagers and younger. So they're not even adults. And so they like, can they actually be true believers? No, they're just there because of the marriages you guys have, and people just, you know, just born into this thing, and they're probably the next generation that you guys are so adamantly trying to like indoctrinate to perpetuate your own organization. And one last thing, there's this emphasis on the figure of how many countries they're present in. And like, hey, I don't doubt it. Like, I don't doubt you guys are present in 50 countries, 60 countries, or something like that. Fine, sure, yeah, I'll concede that. But the thing is that like, you guys are putting so much emphasis on that number because it's so easy to just send someone somewhere. It's so easy to just send some people to Equatorial Guinea, and then up that number just one more, and then send someone to the Philippines, maybe 2 people or something like that, and then up that number one more. And it's just like, you know, that's just a very technical number that you guys can mess around with right now. You know, within the next 5 years, you all can just about literally go into every single country out there. And, you know, probably some countries aren't going to let you in or something like that, but like, still, like, you guys with the appropriate amount of money can easily inflate that number yourselves. But the thing you can't inflate is how many people are actually in the organization. And within the organization, it is most definitely not more than 1 million people. It is just it's just embarrassing that like these sort of lies just perpetuate and just stay out there, and they just become these sort of memes and take a life of their own. And some people within the media, you know, just kind of repeat them and don't question it. But the thing is just like, you have to question it because it comes from the organization. And then for people that are still believers, it's just like uh like hey, let's not talk about Naason, let's not talk about anything else, let's just talk about the numbers. This organization, when it comes to the numbers, is lying to you. And well, like, if they can lie to you about this, what else could they be lying to you about? And of course, it's just like it's literally everything else. But yeah, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say that like a lot of cults encourage to, marry within the church only because like of what you said, like having the children and they're gonna be their new members. So like even without like having the new members, you pretty much grow without like having to like get new people, but like you grow from like your own children and stuff like that. And even outsiders people, like me, I'm not going to do that, but I know that some people pretend to convert to be with the partner that they want to be. Like I saw
Yeah,
some
yeah,
posts like that on the Reddit. So
yeah.
like
I
that's how they
definitely know
grow.
people that did that,
Hmm.
and now
Yeah.
they're stuck in it. They just got in to just because they just wanted to be with a partner. And it's just like now they're really dug into the cult. But yeah, what else were you saying?
No, I was just saying
Mhm.
that like that's how church grows, and that's why they say that you're not supposed to marry someone from outside, or
Mhm.
if you love someone from outside, like they try to like convert you into the cult and
Mhm.
all that. So that's just one of the basic cult strategy, and LLDM does that clearly.